Soul Searchers, this is Indigo Kelly with soulsearchingwithindigokelly.com. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a weekly forecast pick a card for July the 19th through July the 25th. I have 3 piles. Pile number 1 with Mother Mary, pile number 2 with Mahavatar Babaji, and pile number 3 with Kuthumi. Please take a moment to meditate on which pile your intuition leads you to for this week. All right, so let's go ahead and get straight to pile number 1. Pile number 1, those of you that chose the Mother Mary, love and peace. This card says, let go of the need to be right, choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. So right away, just by picking this card, I'm thinking that maybe some of you will be connecting with your mother or with a mother figure or with a feminine energy, maybe a relationship that needs healing at this time, okay? So let's go ahead and go to your pile. So for pile number 1, your weekly forecast, I'm seeing that your week as a whole, that some of you may be preoccupied with some kind of an internal battle. There is something that is giving you some trouble in your mind. You're just really can't make sense of this problem, and you're really kind of having a lack of insight for whatever it is that is bothering you right now. You are trying to make a decision about what's going on, but you are feeling like pressure from maybe, outside influences. And that is a little overwhelming because you're trying to make a decision and, possibly it's outside influences from other people or just society in general, but something is overwhelming you, keeping you from making this decision. I'm seeing though for this, whatever it is that's preoccupying your mind this week, that you really need to don't rely on logical solutions. The best solution might be a little bit unorthodox, but just really don't let any of the outside influences change your mind or affect you in a negative way. Also, for some of you in group number 1, I'm seeing that you may have some sort of legal issue going on this week, and I'm seeing that will be decided, whatever the decision is, whatever the outcome is, that is going to be in your favor, okay? All right, now I'm seeing also for people in group number 1 that something unexpected may arise this week. Something is going to be testing like your personal beliefs, your personal faith or ethics. Like I was saying before, it is going to be hard for you to think. You're kind of just really confused and easily distracted during this time. You're just, whatever it is that's bothering you, you're having a lot of fear and anxiety over it. Maybe even being a little bit paranoid. With reason though. You're not being paranoid just because, you're crazy or whatever. Like there is something that is actually, some kind of deception that might be going on. So watch out for that. Also this week, just focus on everybody being safe. All right. Just really, buckle your seatbelts. The new moon is coming up on Monday. I would, on the new moon, really manifest positive things. Go ahead and sage your home, your family, your loved ones, even your vehicle, okay? Go ahead and do that this week just to make sure that there aren't any negative attachments to anything that will affect you this week. This week for group number 1, in order to stay grounded and balanced, I am seeing that you are going to be doing a fair amount of planning. So what's going to keep you really grounded this week is focusing on planning your future progress, all right? You are really about to embark on some kind of new adventure, and so you really need to act decisively before you make any kind of decisions. Like we were talking about before, there's something, that's bothering you that you need to make a decision about, and whatever it is that you're making this decision about, research very carefully before you make your decision on that, okay? Don't just make decisions on a whim this week, all right? Really think about it, really research it, and make the decision based off your own intuition, not off of outside influences. Something that also might help you stay grounded and balanced this week is any kind of creative efforts, okay? Maybe you are an artist, maybe you are a musician, maybe you are a singer, Maybe you like to garden. Whatever it is that you like to do creatively, that is really going to help you stay balanced and grounded. I'm getting creative writing for a lot of you. Maybe spend some time doing some creative writing or journaling. Do some journaling this week. Do some creative writing if that speaks to you and that's something that really helps you ground and balance. I'm also seeing for group number 1 that an important emotion that you're going to be feeling and that you really need to kind of foster this week is being nurturing and really down to earth and just being very helpful to the others around you, nurturing, maybe kind of like a mother or father like figure to people around you, showing concern for others, just really watching out for your friends and family, having loyalty to them, just being really stable and dependable for the people around you. Also, if there are opportunities this week for you to help others in need, any kind of like organizing something that's going to help others in need, just really be generous and super sympathetic to any kind of, we have a lot of social and political issues that are kind of a major focus in the world right now. So if you have the opportunity to be, sympathetic to those kinds of things for other people, there's might be someone that really just needs you to listen to them or be there for them or help them this week. Just really nurturing and kind of a motherly, presence for people in this week. That's a really strong emotion that I'm seeing would be positive for you to admit to others this week. This week also for group number 1, look for inspiration in the fact that life is an ever-changing cycle, both good and bad, okay? It seems like very soon that the people in group number 1, some of you will be starting a new phase in life, a new beginning, okay? So really just let it inspire you this week, knowing that life is full of changes, ebbs and flows. Like I said, I see a period of personal growth and extreme change for a lot of the people in group number 1. Maybe you've had a recent failure and I see a success coming up. Let that inspire you that, maybe something bad has happened, but the tide is going to change and something positive is going to happen soon. Remember that destiny and fate, we don't have any control over that really. All you can really do is kind of go with the flow and know that, we're promised a better future and that we have good things in the future for us. Also, karma, remember, hopefully, I'm feeling like for everyone in group number 1, we have some good karma coming to us. This week, I think that the people in group number 1, I think your spirit guides are going to be speaking to you and guiding you through, possibly through animals this week, or possibly through, nature, insects. Maybe you're going to be seeing a synchronicity, of a red bird or, a dragonfly or a butterfly. Just really watch out for those synchronicities and watch out for, seeing those animals in nature. I think that your spirit guides are going to be sending you messages through nature and through animals this week. So keep an eye out for that. Group number 1, I am seeing for you also how to support yourself this week, how to give yourself the support that you need. I am seeing that seeking reconciliation and forgiveness. If someone has wronged you, seek reconciliation and forgive this person. Or maybe if you have wronged someone else, seek their forgiveness, seek their reconciliation. Forgive those who have hurt you and move on with your life. When you are holding on to grudges or, any kind of pain or anything that has happened, someone has inflicted on you, that is only keeping you from growing yourself. So remember, it's not hurting them when you don't forgive them. It's just hurting yourself. So find in your heart forgiveness for this person. That does not necessarily mean, you have to let this person back into your life, but forgetting and reconciling and moving forward is really going to be good for your spirit this week. Also, I pulled the growth card for group number 1. I think this week, like we were saying, or like I was talking about, you're going to be in a planning phase. That's going to help you stay grounded this week. It's planning for the future and planning ahead. And that is really going to have to do with your growth this week. Also, growth with forgiveness and reconciliation with people. All right. We're going to do a lot of growing this week for the people in group number 1. And then the last card that I have for group number 1 is it's time to release negativity with the full moon in Scorpio. Okay, so we talked about, forgiving and reconciliation, and that is really going to help you best support yourself this week is releasing any kind of negativity that you might hold in your heart. Okay, so that is all that I have for group number 1. I hope that resonated with you. Please comment down below what resonated with you. If you like this video and you would like to see more like it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe and hit that post bell notification. As always, love and light, and happy soul searching. All right, now we're going to go into group number 2 with Mahavatar Babaji, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. Okay. All right, so I'm seeing for group number 2 that this week you are going to be having, for some of you, a major turning point in your finances. Okay. You are going to start having some kind of money coming in from some kind of investment that you have made in the past. For some of you, this could mean that you need to, really spend some time thinking about what are your career goals and what are your financial plans in order to move forward from here. Some of you are already in some kind of a business endeavor and you have really been working hard. You've really been, tending to this garden. You've really been just, making sure that it's growing well, but it is just not giving you the kind of profit that you were expecting and that you thought it was going to bring you. All right. So I'm seeing for some of you this week, you are going to be radically changing your direction, as far as how you make your money. Okay. I see for some of you that you will be really tending to, that fruit of your labor this week, but just make sure that you are, financially planning carefully and really thinking about the long term. Okay. That is the focus, kind of the whole week for group number 2. Also for group number 2, I'm seeing that something that is unexpected that might arise for the people in group number 2. It looks like this week is just going to be like a really fun week. All right. With friends, I'm seeing that, you might be spending a lot of times with friends or maybe, a romantic partner. You're going to be doing some things that are making you happy. You're going to be really in high spirits and super energized. Your friendships are going to be really strong and very important to you during this week. I'm also seeing that, you might even be like having a strong sense of community, maybe spending some time with, some neighbors or, some other sort of community. Maybe you're on a team, maybe you are in a church community or something like that. And I see that you're going to be really spending some time doing things like that this week. I'm also seeing that, you're just going to be popular this week. For some of you, you're just going to be, your phone's going to be ringing off the hook. People are going to be texting you. People are going to be inboxing you on your social media. You're going to be a popular person this week. For some of you, you're going to get a lot of invites to social events. Okay. So that looks like, you're going to have a really unexpected, just week full of friendship and energy and, celebrations and just a high time, as far as your social life goes. For some of you in group number 2, I'm seeing that for you to stay grounded and balanced this week, focus on, your diet and your exercise and your physical, health and, self-improvement and staying healthy, both mentally and physically. Really tend to yourself, kind of spoil yourself this week. Do some meditation, take a hot bath. Eat healthy, drink lots of water, and stay hydrated. That's going to help you stay grounded and balanced this week. For group number 2, I'm also seeing that a very important emotion for the people in this group is that just some introspection, right? Turning inward for the week, kind of, hermit going soul searching, turning yourself inward, focusing on yourself. That has to do with, really focusing on, the other things we were talking about before. You might need to, spend some time, contemplating the answers to, life's problems. You might need to withdraw. You might need to really spend some time in peace and quiet, looking for inspiration, looking for wisdom. You might even, take some kind of a sabbatical. Maybe you're going to be taking some time off work. Maybe you're going to be taking a vacation, just really following your heart this week. And even though you're going to have it, before we were talking about, having a really active social life this week, even though you might be, preoccupied with that kind of thing, really finding some time in your week to take some time to yourself and spend some time peace and quiet. Your spirit guides are going to be speaking to you this week, group 2, through your own intuition, okay? The answers to all of your questions are going to come from your spirit guide through your gut feelings. So really just listen to your gut feelings, listen to your own intuition, and that's how your spirit guides are going to be communicating this week for you, group number 2. This week, for those of you in group number 2, for some of you, I'm seeing that how you can really, just support yourself this week is, looking for love. Some of you are single and you are going to be finding, possibly a new love affair this week. I see that, 2 people could possibly be coming together, maybe, starting some kind of long flirtation. Maybe you have been, kind of toying around with getting with this person or like having a love affair with this person for a while. I think that this week would be a good week for you to go ahead and make that move. Some of you that aren't single, maybe you're going to be just having a renewed sense of passion and, like a fiery energy with your partner. This week, that's going to be something that's really going to help you this week. And some of you, it might be in group number 2, for some of you, it might be a business connection. So maybe you're looking out for business connections, or maybe you are considering starting a new business connection, new job. The start of some kind of new relationship for those of you in group number 2 is really going to affect your life this week. And then also for group number 2, you got the intuition card. And that goes back to what we were talking about earlier. That is how your spirit guides are going to be communicating with you this week. Really listening to your own intuition, really listening to your own gut and tapping into your own feelings and trusting your own intuition. Okay, that's how your guides are going to guide you this week. Oh, and then we also got a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. So yeah, we talked about earlier, some of you are going to be starting a new love affair, renewed love for some of you in an already committed relationship. So that is what I see that is going to be happening for group number 2 this week. Please let me know in the comments if that resonated for you. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe and hit that post bell notification. As always, love and light and happy soul searching. All right, now last but not least, we have group number 3 with Kuthumi, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. All right, let's jump straight into your reading. So for group number 3, it looks like you are really going to be focusing this week on pleasant and happy memories and just recalling good times, okay? If you have any times of trouble this week, this is going to be something that is really going to comfort you in those times of trouble. Remembering the good times and letting go of the bad. For some of you also, you might have someone or something that's going to be coming back to you from the past that is going to be bringing you happiness, okay? So somebody from the past might be revisiting your life. Also, for some of you, I'm seeing that you're going to be having some sort of, emotional relief and healing this week. Some of you might be, suffering from some kind of grief or loss in the recent past, and I think this week is going to be a really good week for you to find that healing and emotional relief that you've been looking for. Something unexpected that I see might be coming up for the people in group number 2 is some kind of, goal or project that you have really been dreaming about for a long time is going to be realized for some of you. This might be, a new business for some of you. This might just be, a really creative idea for some of you. You're going to be, having this progress and this expansion with this goal, this dream that you've had for a long time this week. You are going to be able to look out into the future for this goal this week and really see, everything that lies ahead. You're going to be able to see any hiccups that might occur, anything that might, get in your way. That's something that you are going to be able to see this week. So really have some thorough, careful planning, and, that dream is going to start to, unexpectedly be realized during this week for those of you in group number 2. This week, in order to stay grounded for those of you in group number 3, I am seeing that you might be doing some kind of traveling, not necessarily, a huge far journey, but maybe just to the next city. Maybe you are just going to be spending time, by a river or next to a lake or something like that, by the water, that is really going to provide you with some grounding and with some balance for yourself this week. All right. There might be some kind of transition or some kind of change. But you're going to be releasing, some kind of baggage and leaving something behind that was, keeping your mind from being peaceful. And so really just focus this week on, maybe, taking some kind of short sabbatical or, a short journey and spending some time next to the water. For some of you, that might just mean, soaking in a hot bath for, for an evening, and just really spending time focusing on grounding and balancing yourself. Your emotions this week for the people in group number 3, you are just going to have high self-esteem, high confidence. I'm seeing in love or possibly in your career, and your personal magnetism is going to be really high. You're going to, just ooze success and good health, and your physical condition is going to be good. You're going to have a lot of high energy. Mentally, you're going to be alert, optimistic, happy. I'm just really seeing that your emotions this week are going to be content, and you're going to really be filled with joy during the week. I'm also seeing for some of you just positivity, fun, warmth, success, optimism, just a lot of good positive emotions for those of you that are in group 3 this week. Group 3, your inspiration for the week and the thing that's really going to keep you going is that you are able to persevere. Really focus on your perseverance and your inner strength this week. That is going to see you through. You might be, your character might be tested, your strength might be tested, but just really be resilient and have courage and be persistent during this time, during whatever kind of tests, or trials that you might come across. Just really rely on your own courage, your own resilience, your strength, and your perseverance to get you through anything like that this week. That's going to be your main source of inspiration during this week for group number 3. Also for group number 3, I'm seeing that your spirit guides are going to be attempting to communicate with you through others this week, particularly people in your family. Maybe you have some older, grandparents or parents that might be giving you some kind of advice. You might be feeling some kind of deep connection this week to your home and to your family. And that is going to be the way that your spirit guides are going to be connecting with you this week and speaking to you. So really keep your ears open, when you have family members that are giving you advice, or maybe not necessarily family members, maybe just, somebody who might be older than you or wiser than you, or someone that might just be more educated in a particular area than you, just really listening and taking their advice this week. That is where your spirit guides are going to be communicating with you. The best way for those of you in group number 3 to really just support yourself and make sure that you have a good week is focus on, creativity this week, on, the feminine side of things, beauty and nature. Focus on personal growth and self-development. That could be your physical health, that could be spiritual growth, that could be studying something that's going to help you grow. But this week, for those of you in group number 3, getting out in nature is going to be really, really key for you this week. Get out in nature, connect with Mother Earth and with life, and that is going to really just support your mental and physical and spiritual health this week. I also have for group number 3, the learning card. So like we were talking about earlier for you group number 3, some dream or some long-time goal or plan is going to be realized, and you're possibly going to be having some kind of new business or some kind of new creative idea. And also we discussed about how your spirit guides are going to be connecting with you through people that might have some kind of wisdom, and that could possibly have to do with this long-term dream or goal. You're going to be learning something new this week. You're going to be learning about whatever it is that the dream that you want to manifest, that you want to happen this week. You're going to be learning something new about that. Okay. And then last, for group number 3, we have don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Okay. Now, we were talking about, there might be, for some of you, a younger person that might know a little bit more about a particular topic than you. Maybe they've already been in the business. Maybe they've already, started their business, and they are going to be able to share with you. So just make sure that you don't let your pride get in the way. Whenever you are learning something new from someone, don't let your pride get in the way. Always be open to learning. We all always have room to grow and to learn. Okay, so that is all I have for group number 3 this week. I hope that you have a good week. If that resonated with you, please comment down below. If you like this video and you would like to see more like it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that post bell notification. As always, love and light, and happy soul searching.